The whole housing market is propped up on these bad loans. They will fail.
First off, do you have any financial advice for me? Because you did your studies with this topic, my goodness.
I did, although, God, if you're asking me for financial advice, you're in trouble.
I know,
I'm definitely not the guy to ask. The only thing I've learned to say is diversify.
Okay.
You can never go wrong diversifying.
Okay, very good. And also, I want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
5 Oscar nominations. Like, that's just incredible.
Crazy.
How did you react when you found out?
I got up with my family at like 5:30. I tempted the fates, and we screamed like goons when we got nominated. It was a very, very fun moment.
Now, you read the book. I believe the author, Michael Lewis, he said that he didn't think it could be turned into a film because it's so complicated.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to take on that challenge?
I thought that was precisely why it had to be a movie, was I just thought what he explained in that book, it was so entertaining. The characters were so great, yet I learned so much. And I thought if you could do that in a movie, that could be really powerful. So, you know, sometimes the biggest problems become the best aspects of something. So once I had the idea of breaking the fourth wall and using these cameos, it actually ended up becoming a really exciting kind of thing for me.
I'm sure the world's banks have more incentives than greed. You're wrong.
Steve Carell said that it was one of the most difficult scripts for him to learn because he never came from this world. So, you know, it's all this financial jargon and I can't really get it. So was that a challenge?
You know, it's interesting. I didn't hear Steve say that. They're such good actors, it never came across that way. I mean, I think the trickiest moments were sometimes I would have them improvise.
Yeah.
And when you have to improvise in like bank jargon, that's really difficult. So there were a couple times I had them improvise and they're like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
You know, so, but they all did their research. They all seemed to really know what they were talking about. Ryan was really good with it. He did a lot of research.
Tell me the difference between stupid and illegal and I'll have my wife's brother arrested.
As I was doing my research, I kind of found out the cameras were always really far away from the actors, almost kind of in the corner.
Yeah.
Like, why did you decide to do it that way? So the actors weren't really aware of exactly where the cameras were at all times.
Well, you know, I wanted the movie to have a raggedy, sort of real feeling to it because there's a lot of Wall Street movies that feel very cold and austere. So I hired Barry Ackroyd, who's one of the, in my opinion, great living DPs. And he does this documentary style. He shoots with long lenses off the set. And I gotta tell you, I will have a hard time ever going back to shooting any other way. It was so cool. Because the actors never know when it's their close-up. They never know when it's the wide. So, and it makes them feel like they're actually in the space. I guess Cassavetes used to do that back in the early 70s. But yeah, I really fell in love with that style.
Was there any one of the characters that you associated yourself with?
I guess Carell's character. He's just so perfectly angry the whole time.
I'm okay. I really am. Hey, hey, hey! No, no, my cab. That's my cab. That's my cab. That is my cab. Not schmuck. I'll call you later.
And he's kind of doing the thing we all want to do, which he's in the people's faces telling them they're idiots.
Yes.
And you know, the real guy did it even more than we have it in the movie. And that is enjoyable. I mean, once the collapse happened, he wasn't feeling so good, but in the build up to it, it just, boy, it seemed like he had a great time going around telling everyone you're wrong.
B's, 0. Double B's, 0. Triple B's, 0. And then that happens.
What is that?
That's America's housing market.